Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
And there we have it, folks. Our boy is back. Our boy is back in the White House. Okay? And that's because the people have spoken the way it should be. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to thank all my new subscribers and all my subscribers here on YouTube and on Rumble. So don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, pass the channel around. And if you can help support the channel, there's a link in my description to my Cash App and my merch store. Also, one more thing. Is it me, or is it that Baron Trump is like 9 feet tall? The youngest one in the crowd, and the kid's the size of a tree. I don't know. I don't know what these two took before they conceived that child. But this dude, if he keeps growing, he might as well just be a weatherman. Just saying, because he's going to be able to see the weather coming way before anybody else. I don't know. That's a big, tall kid. But that's besides the point. I mean, you know, it's Trump's son, Barron. Who knows? He might be the next president of the United States someday. It might be a good thing. Actually, I think it would be a good thing. But anyway, so this video, I'm going to play some snippets of what's going on today. There was a lot going on, and he signed a lot of executive orders. One of them, I was waiting to hear come out his mouth. It's going to be great. I'll point it out when I get to it. Also, all this doesn't go without the left still trying to put one more dig, okay, into the backs of America. Okay, and America's people. And I'll point that out because, you know, regardless of all the damage that the left has done, they're just not happy until all the snakes in their den of vipers, okay, basically gets away clean with all their dirty deeds. But we'll get to that. Let's get to some of the executive orders that Donald Trump signed today. A lot of them are very good. Here we go.
Is the rescissions of 78 Biden-era EOs and presidential memoranda.
You want to call it out? You want to say it? You want to say it?
Oh, if you want me to, sir.
Why don't you say what I'm signing?
Sure. The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda, and others.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The second item, President Trump, is a regulatory freeze, as you announced in your speech, preventing bureaucrats from issuing any more regulations until we have full control of this, the government and this administration.
There you go.
sir. The next item, sir, is a freeze on all federal hiring, excepting the military and a number of other excluded categories, again, until full control of the government is achieved and we understand the objectives of government going forward.
There you go. Stop hiring dead weight.
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
Nah. He was hiring everybody and their mother.
I don't think so.
Sir, the next item, as you announced in your speech, is a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person
That's
work
right.
immediately.
Get their asses back to work. Stop paying them taxpayer money to stay home and get pedicures while they're eating sushi while the rest of the country's starving.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have a directive to every department and agency in the federal government to address the cost of living crisis that has cost
There you go.
Americans so dearly.
In other words, get rid of the damn Bidenomics.
Thank you, sir. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
That's it. That's one of my favorites right there. Get us out and let them stick it where the sun don't shine.
Yes, sir. We're going to save over $1 trillion by
Got
withdrawing
that right.
from that treaty.
And you know what's funny, folks? That he did this the first time around, knowing because it was just a waste of American taxpayer money to get into that Paris Climate Accord. And Biden goes and gets us right back in, and all that taxpayer money, American taxpayer money, going into what I consider just a governmental, a world government mob organization, okay? And what has that money done for Americans? It's done nothing. They talk so much that, oh, we got to be part of it, we got to be part of it, we got to give them money, but to do what? What exactly? Okay? Thank God Trump is taking us back out, and that's more money that he's going to save right there. Another thing is, a lot of people don't know, I believe that Biden wind up signing over something to WHO or whoever it is that's out there, and basically under everybody's noses. So now it's time for Trump to say, you know what? No, we're pulling out from all that. Okay, and me personally, I also think that Trump needs to pull us out of the UN. That's just my personal opinion. But let's continue.
And the next item, sir, is a letter that will be transmitted to the United Nations explaining that we are withdrawing from the Paris Climate Treaty.
There you go. Pull us out, man. They don't want to carry their weight. They want to take our money and do nothing with it. What, just line their pockets because that's all they do? We don't need no part of that. We need our money here in America.
Thank you, sir. This next item is a directive to the federal government ordering the restoration of freedom of speech and
There you
preventing
go.
government censorship of
That's
free
another
speech
one,
going
baby.
forward.
Let's go. That's it. If the left can say it, so can we. If the left can speak their mind, so can we.
And lastly, sir, before we go back to the Oval Office to sign a large number of other items,
Oh, yeah.
is a directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration, as we've seen.
There you go. That's it. That's it. I bet this is making the left, their heads explode. There you go. And that was just a few, people. Just a few. He's out there signing more and more as we speak tonight. But That I like with the Paris Climate Accord, with the UN, with the freedom of speech, the censorship. I mean, he's already getting started like he said he would, and this is the way it's got to be, okay? Far too long has the left tried to just manipulate Americans, take our money, do whatever they want, line the pockets of people from other countries, okay, that don't even like America. They just want to see America crumble and just dry up and die, okay? And we've been suffering way too much. And there are so many people on the left that are so angry about this stuff because they want to be, okay, they want to be enslaved by the powers that be, by the corruption, okay, making it seem as if, you know what, everything is fine. I don't mind being an indentured slave. No, then you go be a slave. You go move to those countries. You go under the thumb of those dictators. Leave us here in America the hell alone. How about that? But let's get to the next video when he was signing some, actually, before he sat down to sign these executive orders, when he went on stage, there was something that he said when he first came out on stage that I think everybody should know. And it was like the best, what I've been waiting to hear him say. Check this out. Here we go.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you. So now the work begins. We won, but now the work begins. We have to bring them home. And, you know, tonight I'm going to be signing on the J6 hostages.
There you go.
Pardons.
That's it.
To get them out.
That's it. That's what I've been waiting to hear this whole time. That he was going to go and start getting these people that have been in the gulags of Washington for 4 years now. Okay? For 4 years. Political persecution that we hear all the time. Okay? Coming from different countries, from China, from Cuba, from any communist or socialist country, anywhere. People always complain about it on the left. These people are political prisoners. They're seeking asylum. They're doing this. They're doing that to them. We got to help them. We got to help them. But when it comes to an American, what did they do? Okay? They followed suit, just like the communists, just like the socialists. Okay? And imprisoned Americans for exercising their freedom of speech. Okay? For exercising their First Amendment right in this country. Okay? And now Donald Trump's going to release them and bring them home. But remember, he also said that some of them that did act out of hand, okay, they will be dealt with accordingly. But this is the way I see it. Okay? If they've been in there 4 years and they have yet to see a judge, then they all should be pardoned. And why? For time served. The same way these Democrats let all these illegal immigrant criminals out in the street, the way they let all these regular American-born criminals back out in the street with no cash bail or anything like that, just to commit more crime, just to murder people, just to rape women and children, the same way they let them go with a slap on the wrist, then these January 6 prisoners should all be let go. Okay? Because not one of them murdered anybody. Not one of them raped anybody. Not one of them robbed anybody, committed any kind of chaos other than go out there and protest. And because of the corrupt deep state sending in their goons into the crowd, people like Ray Epps, okay, that's why things got out of hand. And that should have never happened. Because of Nancy Pelosi holding back on what Donald Trump was trying to provide, which was 10,000 troops to go and protect the Capitol, that woman should be in prison. Speaking of, she didn't even make it to the inauguration. Which, in all honesty, I mean, that's neither here nor there. Who cares? Okay? I was even surprised that Kamala Harris showed up. Because word was out on mainstream media by all these leftist trolls all over again, you got it wrong. Saying that, oh no, Harris ain't going. Harris is not going. Harris was there. Once again, you lied. You lied to your followers, your subscribers, your constituents. You all lied. And that's why you lost, and that's why you're going to keep losing. Okay? And another thing, I truly hope that if any of these prisoners, okay, by law have the right to sue, I hope they sue the living shit out of the Biden administration and everybody that was involved to put them in prison. Let's continue.
And as soon as I leave, I'm going to the Oval Office and we'll be signing pardons for a lot of people.
There you go. There you go.
And thank you to Steve Witkoff. He's a great guy. He's a friend of mine. He's been a very successful man. He's a great negotiator. He's a wonderful guy. People love him. And he's got a tremendous power of persuasion. And that's what we need. We don't need stiffs. We don't need stiffs. We got a lot of stiffs. You just had a whole load of them.
Yep.
And to the former hostages with us today, welcome. Welcome home. Some of the folks are former hostages, not a good situation. The 3 young ladies that came home yesterday, you saw that. More coming home every day now. They're coming home. But they were hurt. They were hurt. One had her head blown off, fingers on her hand, and her hand indeed was blown off. She was trying to defend herself from a bullet being fired. You believe this? A bullet knocked off her hand. I don't know. You look at it, it's a disgrace. We never stopped praying for you, and we're so glad that you're reunited with your friends and families, and God bless you all. And some of them are just saying, no, my son is gone, but please just bring home his body. Right, Steve? Any of you have told me that your son is gone, but bring home his body. It should have never happened. 3 years, it's ridiculous. Should have never happened.
Yep.
Wouldn't have happened. I also want to express my tremendous gratitude to the hundreds of thousands of proud American patriots who came from all across the country to join us in this celebration. It's a celebration
There you go.
of a big win.
Our boy is back, baby.
And you're witnessing the dawn of the golden age of America. That's what it's going to be. We're bringing it back. We're going to bring it back fast. We're going to bring it back fast. Let us also thank the incredible service members, National Guardsmen, Police, Secret Service, and law enforcement personnel who are keeping us all safe.
That's it.
Even though, and they are great people. New York's finest. I grew up with New York's finest, and we got to give them their authority back. You won't have any crime. There'll be no crime. You give them little authority back. The whole way they run things in this country now, it's disgraceful. But it's going to change rapidly. We're going to make our city safe again, too. Even though we're indoors, we've had a magnificent inaugural parade. And let's give a big round of applause. They were great. To all of the incredible performers and hardworking men and women who made it possible. Those people, really talented, amazing people. I also want to thank my wonderful family for being here, especially my beautiful wife, our First Lady, Melania.
There you go.
They love our First Lady. And also, JD. How good has JD been? And his beautiful wife, Usha. How good is JB?
And just for a side note to all the leftists out there, the Joy Reids and Kamala Harris and the Chuck Schumers and all you people out there that were saying that, you know what, J.D. Vance is a racist, J.D. Vance is this, take a good look at his wife. Okay? Take a good look at his wife. And he's been with her, I believe he's been with her since college. Okay? This is no photo op. Like the way the left likes to say all the time. Just so everybody knows, in case nobody knew, Just so everybody knows, since the left likes to always talk about race and color and toxic white male masculinity or whatever the hell it is they want to say, and all this white systemic racism, this man is married to a woman of color and they have children together. Okay, but the mainstream media don't care about that. The leftist media don't care about that. All you leftist shills on social media don't care about that. Okay? You're just upset because he doesn't bend the knee to your leftist ideology and agenda. That's what it is. Okay? You're just upset that we won't do that. And you call us whatever the hell name you want, whenever you want, just to make yourselves feel better because you're the ones, okay, that keep projecting. But anyway, there's a lot of this stuff going on all over the mainstream media, all over social media. I mean, it's just hours and hours and hours. I just wanted to put a little video together, but just so, I don't know if anybody has found out, but right before Biden left, okay, something very peculiar came up that is probably not being pushed out. Maybe some of you've heard it, maybe some of you haven't. But so much for Biden talking about, being fair, okay, and not giving out pardons like he said. He wasn't going to give one to his son, and he lied. He did. But in case you guys didn't know, he also gave a couple of pardons to a couple of people that right now, in my opinion, by him giving these pardons out, makes these people guilty in my eyes. Not suspect anymore, totally guilty. Okay, let's get to that video clip so like that you can see what I'm talking about. Here we go.
Hi there, everybody. Good morning. We come on the air with breaking news. President Biden, in his final hours, his final morning in office, has issued several high-profile pardons. Among those pardoned this morning, Dr. Anthony Fauci, General Mark Milley, and the members and staff who served on the House committee that investigated the January 6th attack on the Capitol, including Liz Cheney. And police officers who have spoken out as well from the Capitol Police. Let's go right to Chief White House Correspondent Peter Alexander. This just broke.
Yeah, why did he do that? Why did he do that? I want to hear from you leftists out there, since you like to leave some comments every now and again. Why would he pardon people that haven't committed a crime, supposedly haven't committed any crimes? Why is that? Why would he pardon Fauci, okay, when Fauci was in front of Congress trying to plead his innocence, saying that he had nothing to do, okay, with engaging in gain of function, if anybody remembers that? Why would he pardon Milley, okay, unless, maybe Milley was a traitor to the country while in uniform? I don't know. Why would he pardon Liz Cheney? I mean, after all she did was, be part of a January 6th investigation committee. What crime could she have done that she needs to be pardoned? And also, why would he pardon the police officers that testified in the J6 hearings? Could it be because maybe they all lied? Maybe they were all in on it? Maybe? Could it be that maybe Fauci is guilty? Could it be that maybe Milley is guilty and he engaged in treasonous acts while in uniform? Could it be that, Liz Cheney is guilty also? I mean, come on. All these people on the left, the mainstream media, politicians, social media, they were so quick to point the finger at Trump and point the finger at people on the right and just blatantly accusing them with no proof whatsoever of anything, just hearsay, just supposedly sources, okay? And they wanted everybody to believe it and made it stick because they were weaponizing, the Department of Justice. But now all of a sudden, Biden's going to go and pardon all these people before Donald Trump comes in to be president. Why is that? The way I see it, in all honesty, like I said, it doesn't look suspect. Okay? In my opinion, it proves that they are guilty of many things, and they don't want anybody to find out. These are the last-ditch efforts of a corrupt regime. Okay, people? Plain and simple. You can't go and pardon somebody if there's no crime. If they haven't been convicted of crime, if they have not been convicted of a crime, if they have not been how can I say, if they have not been vilified about taking part, in something nefarious, whatever the case is, if nobody's pointed the finger at you, why would you need a pardon? Why would you need a get out of jail free card? Unless there's one thing. Unless Fauci's guilty, okay, and he's going to get found out. Unless Milley's guilty, he's going to get found out. Unless Liz Cheney's guilty, and in all honesty, I really don't know what, other than the fact that I think she's just a damn snake, but maybe there's something they know. Okay? Why would you go and pardon police officers if you done took their testimony, okay, to convict innocent people, and now you're going to give them a pardon for what? They didn't commit any crimes. They were the police officers. What laws did they break? Unless, now that they know that Trump has the power to fully investigate and open up sealed documents, it's going to be known that they were all in cahoots, which will totally destroy the January 6th narrative, which means that all the people that are stuck in the gulags will be set free, and Biden and his administration and everybody involved in any one of those departments will be held accountable, and they will be going to prison instead. That's just the way I see it. And I tell you what, with the with this dream team that Trump has on his side, I guarantee you that the Democrats did not cover all their bases. So them doing all this, Biden doing all this, I guarantee you that the Republicans are going to find something where they're going to be able to still go after these people, and the truth is going to be let out. So all you lefties out there that praise all these people on the left, that praise your overlords, get ready, because the truth is going to come out. Not that it's going to make a difference till about 80, to 85% of you, because you're just, filled and stuck on hate. But the truth will come out. Let's continue.
10 minutes ago, Peter, what do you know?
Savannah, as NBC News first reported, President Biden, even yesterday, I'm told, was very seriously considering using this extraordinary presidential power to preemptively pardon some individuals. And this morning, as we are reporting, it is clear that he has decided to do just that in these final hours in office to guard against any potential revenge by the incoming Trump administration, by the incoming President Trump. President Biden just announcing, as you note, that he is pardoning Dr. Anthony Fauci, retired General Mark Milley, and members of the House committee that investigated the January 6th attack on the Capitol. That includes Liz Cheney, Adam Schiff, Adam Kinzinger, among others, as well as Capitol and D.C. police who testified before that committee. I want to share with you part of what the president writes. He says, in part, our nation relies on dedicated, selfless public servants every day. They are the lifeblood of our democracy. Yet alarmingly, he adds, public servants have been subjected to ongoing threats and intimidation for faithfully discharging their duties. Notably, his last comments in this statement add that these pardons, he says, should not be mistaken as an acknowledgement that any individual engaged in any wrongdoing, he says, nor should acceptance by them be misconstrued as any admission of guilt for any offense. He says our nation, quote, owes these public servants a debt of gratitude for their tireless commitment to our country. Now let's back up.
Now, that just makes no sense. This is how stupid Biden is. You're going to go and give them a presidential pardon, say that they're innocent, but then come out and finish it off by saying, I'm just doing this, okay, not saying that they're guilty of anything, but they should be protected. But their testimony was taken as fact. They are protected. This is how stupid these Democrats are. This is how blatant, in your face corrupt they are. Imagine, and I'm challenging any leftist out there that watches my content that wants to say anything. And be honest, because you know for a fact, okay, that if this was Donald Trump, you people will be all over this like white on rice. And you know that for a fact. But you don't care. Okay? You don't care. Because there's people on your side that are corrupt. And just like I said in my other video, well, I think it was yesterday, the last video I put out, a video before that, that the Democrats, they just protect their own. They don't care who does anything wrong. They don't care what it is. They will protect their own until they're done with them, and then they'll chew them up and spit them out, okay, as they see fit. But for anybody to go and attack them, no, you can't do that. But they will go and blatantly attack anybody, and even as far as pushing lie upon lie upon lie to destroy someone's life, someone's character. Okay? They don't care. And like I said, I pray to God that with the team that Trump has, that they will find a way to now really go after these people that got pardoned and find out why did Joe Biden have to go and give them presidential pardons if they're not guilty of anything.
Up for a moment, President Trump, incoming President Trump, as you know, has been a fierce critic and has really railed against so many of those individuals that are receiving these pardons today. Most recently, in late December of last year, Donald Trump verbally attacked Liz Cheney, saying that she committed, quote, egregious and unthinkable acts of crime. That was December 22nd, less than a month ago. Of Mark Milley, in the past, he suggested that he deserved execution, and the fact that some of the actions he had taken in the past would have been worthy of execution. So to be clear, Joe Biden, some of his final actions now to preemptively pardon some of those high-profile offenders. Savannah.
All right, we want to turn now to Kristen Welker, moderator of Meet the Press, and Hallie Jackson.
We'll leave it at that, because these are all the talking heads that all they're going to do is go and kiss Biden's ass and Cheney's and Milley's and the rest of them. But there you go, folks. The Democrats will not let go, and they are going to pull every trick they can, okay, to protect themselves from being exposed. And that's what it is. They know that their time has come. They know they lost a vote. They lost a popular vote. They're still losing people on their side. They're like, you know what? Now it's time to run like the rats that we are and hide and pardon people from being questioned so it doesn't come back to us. But it's as plain as day. See, had Biden never done this, okay, if he never did this and Trump's Department of Justice decided to go after them, people will be interested and would want to know. But a lot of people will be like, you know what? We got the presidency. We got the Senate. We got the Congress. Let's just keep moving forward. Okay? Let's not put too much attention to that. Let them deal with that, you know, whichever way they want to do it. That's not important. If they wind up finding them guilty, it'll be on the news. But now that Biden did this, now they're going to be all over the news. Okay? I'm telling you, the Democrats eat themselves. I've said it time and time again. As a matter of fact, I'm hearing more content creators use that term, and I've been saying this since I started this channel because I've never heard anybody say it before. And now people are saying it. I'm not saying they're getting it off of me, but I'm the only one that's been saying it, that the Democrats eat themselves and they contradict themselves. I've been saying this since I started this channel, going on nearly 2 years now. Okay? And right now, that's exactly what Biden just did. He basically put them all back in the spotlight. But that's good, because you know what? No matter what happens, in the end, the truth is going to come out. The wickedness and evil will be exposed. Okay? And that's a good thing, because this is just day one. We got 4 years of Donald Trump. The more the Democrats eat themselves and contradict themselves, the better it is for us in the next 4 years and the 4 years after that. I'll tell you that much, trust me. I'm loving it. Plain and simple, I'm loving it. But listen, Patriots out there, thank you for being part of the channel. Everybody, thank you for voting for Trump. We got our boy back in. If you want to help support the channel, there's a link in my description to my Cash App and my merch store. Give the channel a thumbs up. If you're new, you want to be part of the movement, subscribe, help this channel grow, help all the patriotic channels grow. Now that Donald Trump is going to put the brakes on censorship. I mean, you know, we have been pushed on for so long. Now it's time for us to start shining. That's just the way I see it. This is our era. We've waited and we've suffered, and innocent people, not only here in the United States, but around the world, has suffered. This is a new era. In America, in Argentina, in El Salvador, all these leaders that are fed up with the left are rising. Okay? This is a new era to bring peace and stability not only back to America, but around the world. And everybody, regardless of what side you're on, it's well deserved, because this chaos has to stop. And another thing, the video that I put out last night about the children, once again, okay, for some odd reason, every time I put out videos like that, it doesn't really get pushed out, and or a lot of people don't want to watch it. I don't know why. I'm not understanding why a lot more people do not want to find out what's going on with all these children that are missing and are being abused. But I'm leaving that on the end screen. If you haven't watched it, click on it and watch it. Okay? You have to stay informed. There are missing children out there by the hundreds of thousands, and not even American children. I'm talking foreign children that were brought into this country, and also American children. Okay? These are the things that we cannot give up on. These are the things we have to keep pushing on to make sure that everybody knows. Never mind all the damn protests that's going to happen from, I mean, that we're going to cover it. But these people, they're going to protest no matter what. Okay? But they're not going to protest for all the missing children. They're not going to protest for all the women that are being abused. They're not going to protest for what's right. They're protesting for their twisted leftist ideology. Okay? And they've had their say-so. They can just go off. This is our time. You had your 4 years. You did nothing with it but just vilify and shame people and try to destroy people and destroy people's lives. That's all you did with that time. You did nothing to better this country. Nothing. So remember, people, stay vigilant. Keep praying. Keep praying for each other. Keep praying for the women and the children. Pray for this country. Pray for your enemies. Pray for Donald Trump. And again, pray for the missing children. Peace.